and welcome to Baby Got Books, the podcast where we like big books and we cannot lie. I am Jasmine.
I'm Eni.
And I'm Crystal.
And today we are joined by two amazing guests to talk about Booktok.
Booktokers, Baby Got Books.
So today we are joined by Char here, who is an incredible booktoker, very iconic, reads like
Thank you.
no one has ever read before.
Very impressive.
And has created a platform dedicated to kind of platforming and shouting out marginalized authors in particular, which is amazing. And then we have Elodie, who is a massive romance and fantasy lover with a particular talent for running amazing events, such as the Winter Book Fest that happens this December, which we will talk about later. I'll let you both say hi, just briefly.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Happy to be here.
Very happy to be here as well. Thank you for having me today.
Welcome. Wanted to start with a personal question before we get into books, just so people can learn a little more about you. What's one non-bookish thing that you would fight for that would surprise people?
Oh, I think music.
Really?
Music lover. I'm fighting for the tickets for my favourite artists. I'm fighting for the opportunity to see them.
Ooh, that's so fair. Are there any tickets you're fighting for right now or you've recently fought for?
No, I tried fighting for Summer Walker and failed.
Tough work.
I would say traveling, actually. I'm very particular with how I like to travel, so it can potentially lead to some fights, yeah.
Okay, in what ways? I'm intrigued.
Just, I guess, itinerary, food spots, when we start our day, when the day ends. Yeah, I would say traveling.
Fair.
Okay, very valid. Very valid. Okay, so we are here today talking about Booktok. For anyone that doesn't know, Booktok is essentially a corner of the internet dedicated to shouting about and reviewing books. It saw a real rise in popularity kind of in the lockdown years, 2020, 2021, with creators racking up billions of views with snappy book reviews. And it made like a massive impact on the publishing industry and the landscape and the way books have been marketed going forward. I think we've spoken briefly on this podcast about the tropification of marketing books that largely resulted from Booktok, but so did like the increase in the way that people are reading, which is amazing to see. With the two of you, you guys are relatively new to the Booktok space. It's been like a year-ish for both of you, but I'm sure you've kind of been around lurking and watching longer than that. So when and why did you start your Booktoks?
I think exactly for the reason that you said. I've been lurking on Booktok for about 5+ years and just getting recommendations. And then one day I was like, I can do this. I want to do this. This looks fun. So I just decided to do it. I decided to kind of focus more on kind of Black and queer books because that's pretty much me. And yeah, love it here.
I didn't start that way. I had been seeing people on Booktok, but I was more so on the funny side of Booktok, lots of bookish memes. And I'll just be watching them and I was a bit like, I feel like I could do better. I feel like I'm funnier than what you guys are putting out. So that's how I started in 2024. And it went well. Like I had quite a few viral like bookish memes, but then I realized I had a lot more to say. I didn't just want to make short form funny videos. Yeah. So then I started talking about reviews, what I'm reading, and then I haven't really gone back. I might post a meme once in a while, but it's really not often anymore.
Aww. I'm now so intrigued by your meme era.
They have all been archived.
Release the tapes.
You will not find them. There's like so many videos that is just my eyes only.
I want to find them so bad now. I can archive them.
Never.
Love a Booktok meme.
To meme like.
Tell us the secret memes you don't get to see. Why?
It makes me cringe so much.
So as you said, like Booktok has had a massive impact on publishing and the publishing world. And then I feel like nowadays especially, they kind of go hand in hand. I definitely see like you guys and many other Booktok creators have like a lot of interactions with publishing and publishers. How do you find that? And how do you find like navigating Booktok's place in the publishing world?
I think I just roll with it. I just vibe with it. I guess before Booktok, I didn't realise that was a thing that your normal everyday person could do, like interact with publishers, interact with authors. I thought but are completely separate from the readers. So I guess Booktok has kind of made me see that we're all kind of in this together. In terms of how I interact with them, I just interact with them as I interact with a normal person because they are normal people to me. Yeah.
I would say the same. I think my first event, I'll never forget it because I was like, whoa, I'm going to a book event. I'm going to be around publishers and everything. And then it just felt so normal when I was there because a lot of people that are working in publishing as well are close to my age, like the faces behind it. They have the same interests as me. They talk about the same things. We'll gossip about the same things. So I feel now when I go, it just feels like a regular place I'm going to just to catch up with other people. I wouldn't be in a room and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a publisher like in the corner, if that makes sense. So I say it's definitely changed since my first couple of events versus now.
Okay. And do you want to get into, for people that don't know, like kind of the behind the scenes of how it all works when it comes to like reading books early, getting arcs, getting like specific versions of books, etc.?
Okay, to be fair, I actually was planning to do like a whole video on it because when I received my first arc in January of 2025, since then it's reached a stage now where I'm having to say no to some books or not replying. And just that transition, I feel like there's a lot of tips and tricks that you can do to increase your chances of getting arcs, being noticed and being invited to events, such as like having your email in your bio when you do receive books, talking about them, tagging the publishers when you receive it, putting it on your Instagram highlight stories. But that's also a way that I found publishers through that. I would see other creators post book mail and they'll tag the publishers. And then when you go on their pages, they often have forms in their bio where you can sign up as a creator, and a lot of them, it doesn't really matter about how many followers you have, because when I started doing that, when I joined Bookstagram, I think I started receiving them when I only had about like 500 followers on Instagram. It doesn't really matter too much as long as I guess you're being consistent and they can see that, and you post about the books that you get, which isn't a requirement. You don't have to do that. But if you do, I do think that increases your chances. So now I feel like I'm in a good space when it comes to that. So I try and be intentional with the books that I say yes to, because I don't want to have a book, I don't post about it, and then it gives me a bad rep because they're like, we sent you about 5 books, you don't talk about it.
What is the point?
So valid. Before Shag continues, I would like to really emphasize the having your email in your bio, and even from the author perspective. So I don't choose who my books go to, but I do have a vague say. Like usually, at least for my first book, they gave me a spreadsheet being like, here are people we're planning to send it to. Do you want to add any names? And I don't think I didn't know you guys as well. I didn't really know anyone in the Booktok world as well. So I'd see people, I'd be like, they look fun. And I'd like go to their bio and like have nothing to like put. Have your email in your bio and have your vague location. Obviously, don't dox yourself.
Put your address in.
But like for example, I was looking for like UK creators, and then I'd be like, I don't know if this person's in the UK, and then I'd have to like scroll, and like I made the effort a lot of the time. A lot of people won't, especially if they're on like a larger scale. Like they don't have time to be scrolling through trying to like do dot to dot. Like it's email and location, have that in your bio for sure.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Definitely location, email, have that in there. Also, kind of like Elodie said, making sure that you're tagging the authors and the publishers in reviews, in unboxings and such. And also not to like be scared to reach out to a publisher or an author saying, I know this is coming out soon. Please can you send me a copy? Might be a no, but there's no harm in trying. Like, do you know what I mean? Also, NetGalley. I use NetGalley a lot at the beginning of my journey. I guess it's just a platform where publishers and authors can put arcs, audiobooks and digital arcs as well. And you just sign up and apply and you get accepted or you don't get accepted, and then you get to read books, which is what I pretty much started off with. And then again, like Elodie said, I've had authors reach out to me, I've had publishers reach out to me from them seeing that I've reviewed another book of theirs. But also, I think don't feel the need to say yes when people do reach out to you if you know that it's not a book that you don't particularly have any interest in, because then you won't read it and then it can possibly make them not want to send you anything again. And also I would say don't feel pressure. I know a lot of people like feel a lot of pressure to read arcs. I personally don't. I don't know if that's the right or wrong thing to do, but I'm like, I'll read it when I want to read it, because I think reading is like it's very important when you read a certain type of book. There's books that I've picked up and I've absolutely hated like the first few pages, and it's because I wasn't in that right mind frame to read that book. And I know if it's like a book's coming out next month, you might feel like I have to read this before it comes out. If you're not in the mood for like, I guess, a romance book that month or a fantasy book that month, don't do it, because you're going to end up hating the book.
Yeah.
Whereas you can just wait a couple months or a couple of weeks until you're in the mood for that book, and then you will get on with it more, I believe.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a big mood reader, so yeah, I agree.
same.
When you force yourself, you're going to end up reading that book for like the next 2 months.
Yeah.
Real.
I have a question, which is, ARC's just unpublished books, right?
Advanced reader copy.
So ARC stands for Advanced Reader Copy.
Okay, wow.
No, it's good to point these things out, because I feel like when you're in the book world, you just talk about a bunch of things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That sounds
no.
like an acronym.
So it's Advanced Reader Copy. It just basically means any book that's unreleased yet that you get early.
Nice.
Yeah. This is one thing that I will say, the amount of, what they called anagrams.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Many. When I came into the book world, I was like, whoa, what does all of this mean? I do not understand. A lot of learning. That was a big learning curve for me.
Yes, no, that's so valid. I had that in our pop quiz because I was like,
That's how I can tell you weren't there.
I was not present. I was around.
No, it was in fact one of the questions.
That was correct.
Just going
That
through
was
the
correct.
book talk. So I definitely see you two out at a lot of fun events with your book world. I do think I'm like vaguely in a few influencer spaces just through my job and just through the way I've like come up on the internet, and I see people at different things all the time. Book events always look so cute and so fun. I feel like they're some of like the cutest events I see around. What is the coolest opportunity, event or otherwise, that you've had arise from your book talks?
Oh, for me, it's probably the Christmas campaign that I done with Bloomsbury.
I saw that. That was so cool.
Because one, I just wasn't expecting it. They reached out to me and they were like, do you want to be a part of our Christmas campaign? And I was like, yeah.
Do you want to get in, like, explain it for people that haven't seen it?
So essentially, it was a huge campaign that they were doing around Christmas, a load of videos coming up to the Christmas season and festive season. And they essentially rented out this big house, had the like table all set like Christmas dinner themed.
yeah, that was really
and there was a
nice.
couple of us booktokers and bookstagrammers around the table, just talking about books and like the joy of gift giving books, and why like books are a great gift to give. And it was just such a fun day. Like, it was like a full production as well, which I don't know what I wasn't expecting. I just expected to kind of rock up there and like someone be there with our phone. Like, that's what it's like in my house when I'm recording content. But it was like a full on production. It was just fun because even though there was kind of all the lights, camera, action type business, it was just fun because I was with booktokers and we were just talking about books and like why we love books and like recommending books to one another. So yeah, I think that's probably like the most fun opportunity that I've had since my book talk, because again, just never expected it, and it was just such a great first experience for the
Yeah, it's
campaign
really
as
cool.
well.
That's nice.
How am I going to top that? I think I'm stuck between two. My first event that I went to, which was a cupcake decorating for Basayos Till Death book.
Adorable.
Yeah,
I remember
that was my first arc, my first book event. So it was such a special day for
And now
me.
you
It was
guys are really
so
good friends.
much fun. Yeah, I know. I went there, I was so shy and everything, but it was such a fun day getting to decorate the cupcakes inspired by her book cover. And then the second one I would say is being a guild member, which we actually did
A guild
together.
member?
Yeah, I know.
It's like, what guild is this?
it was how would I describe it? But were we basically ambassadors? Yeah, of the Readers Guild, which was highlighting new adult fiction books. So we had to go to the Cheltenham Literature
I
Festival.
remember this.
And it was just so fun. I've never had to travel that far for a book event before. And it was so much fun. Like, everything was book related. They had lots of talks. It was just nice being around other readers and creators on that day as well. So I would say those two for sure.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love
can't
that.
get past the concept of a guild. Like, I'm just excited with their coat of
Yeah, you know,
arms,
we got we got a scroll in the
you see,
Wow.
scroll.
we got a scroll that was like wax sealed and everything.
That's so cute.
How
had to swear not to say any
I
of
was
the
gonna say,
books
did you
that
have
was
to
going
say
to be.
Oh.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my
we
goodness.
weren't allowed to say anything until the covers were revealed.
Should we start a guild? Should we start one right now?
How does one start a guild?
I don't know, but I think we need to find out because this sounds
I'll put you guys in contact.
Thank you. A guild.
You guys both have full-time jobs.
Ooh.
Yes. Do you wanna obviously don't dox yourself and don't get away. But tell us a bit about kind of what you do outside of books and also like how you balance creating alongside, because neither of you have jobs in anything book related, which I find so interesting, because you do find a lot of, especially writers and like a fair few amount of book creators I've met will be in like adjacent industries, like things that make sense, and then there are some that are really left field. I feel like you go, Elodie especially, you sit there.
Yeah, so for me, I work in licensing 9 to 5 during the week, kind of previously music licensing, now audio-visual licensing. So completely different, but I guess all stories, some form of storytelling, but I work on the more boring side of things, contracts and legal stuff, and but how I balance my time, do I don't know. I think I just schedule time. I do a lot of batch recording, so I schedule time specifically to do batch recording, so I have content to always post during the week, because I like to try to post twice a day, sometimes it's once a day. In terms of like events and stuff like that, there's no balance there. I'm just busy all the time. Honestly, I'm just, I'm busy 24/7. I'll take breaks when I need them, but yeah, I'm just busy all the time.
I don't know how you guys are at everything all the time. Every other day I'm seeing you guys at an event. I'm thinking, do you not sleep?
You're also there.
No, not to the extent these guys are at.
Yeah, I think it is really hard though, but I think you just have to understand what's important to you. I think when I first started, I was going to every event that I was invited to because I was like, I want to get to know you, I want to see what this event's about. And now I'm kind of more, I'm a lot more pickier with saying no, because like on top of like work and Booktok and book events, I also have a very busy social life. So 9 times out of 10, I'm like out 5 days out of the week, if not more. And it got a lot last year. So I was like, okay, I can't say yes to everything. Yeah. So now it's like, do I really like love this book that this event's for? Do I really love this author? And then I'll go, if not, I'll be like, give it a miss. And what I tend to do lately is like recommend someone else, be like, sorry, can't make it, but this person would be like a great fit if you're still looking for people to invite.
As someone that's been on the other side of that, like I really would appreciate that. Like when I was looking for people to invite to my book launch, I was kind of going off of influencers I followed and knew that I thought would be cool to like have there. But I would have happily had more, like if anyone had turned around and been like, oh, could I also bring this friend because they do this I would have loved that as someone that wasn't as in the world. So I'm sure people love when you do that.
I think that's even how it started for me as well. It was beside putting my name everywhere for me. Always asking if, you know, I wanted to come with her. So that's how it started with me going to events. During summer though, I was unemployed, which is why I was outside every single day.
You really were.
No, any event. If anyone's messaging me literally on the day, are you free? Why? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But now I'm working full time as a cancer researcher.
Oh,
I mean, she's
scientist,
like
she's a scientist. STEM. But that does mean, with content, I'm still trying to find a balance between that. So when I'm feeling like I don't have much capacity for sitting down and doing like talking videos, because they take me a really long time to do, I just opt for short form content. So I'll just use a trending sound on TikTok or something that really doesn't require me to even talk, really. I could just lip sync, then that's enough. Or when I am feeling overwhelmed with TikTok and having to be like talkative on that platform, I go to Bookstagram because I just have to take pretty pictures of my books, and I can do about 6 posts in one day. Like if I just have all the books with me and then I rearrange like my accessories and stuff when taking that picture. But I try to give myself as much grace as possible.
Absolutely.
So if I'm not feeling it, I won't force myself to do any content. I'll take a step back. So even though I have been posting just small this month, those videos are not from they're not from this year. They're not. Or if they are short form with just an audio over it. But yeah, I'm trying to be more intentional with book events as well now. I feel like I've reached a point where I am getting invited to quite a few things that I don't have to feel like I need to go there to put myself out there and get on people's radars. So I am saying no a lot more now because I don't want to burn myself out. That's a very enjoyable space for me. I don't want to ruin it. Especially if it's things after work.
Yeah.
Really, everything is on a weekday.
Always.
Not to call out because I love the events. But why is everything after work, and why does nothing ever have food?
Yeah. So then I'm tired.
Because why is the
I'm
event
hungry,
6 to 8? There's no dinner, and I've come straight from work.
and you're having to be social. It's a lot sometimes. So if I know as well that quite a few of my friends are going to be there, then I know like, okay, I don't have to not force it, but be
it's
so
hard.
overly social. I can kind of just sit back a bit and no one's thinking, are you okay? So yeah, I'm trying to be a lot more intentional.
Yeah, I think it's a great strategy. I think at the beginning, it's so good to try and say yes to as much as you can.
Yeah.
Just your face is out there, you're meeting new people. And a lot of it, not in like a cringy networking way, but a lot of it is about who you know in like a nicer way. Like friends really do bring other friends in.
It really is.
And once people know your face and your name, you see the difference.
Yeah.
Like you suddenly start getting invited to a lot more things. But when people know you, that's it. You can take a step back. So creating, obviously, like Booktok content is amazing, but it is actually only half the battle, because to post about books and write about books, you have to read books.
The hard bit.
Yeah, how do you handle the reading side of things? I am going to start with you, Char, because the amount of books you read last year.
Insane.
Let's get into it.
Insane.
Okay.
First, tell us how many books you read last year.
260.
Right.
Wow.
Just gets me every time.
Where's the applause sound?
I guess for me, I just love reading right now. I think my thing is I hyperfixate on things very easily, and then I'm obsessed with them, and then that's all I will do. Right now it's reading. It's been the longest hyperfixation that I've had for a while. So I just prioritize it in my day to day, and like I want to do it. Like even though I'm here now, I'm like, okay, I can't wait to get home and get back to my book. Not that I'm not having fun, but like those are my constant thoughts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just plug reading into my day. Like I wake up, I make sure I read a little bit of whatever physical book I'm reading. I'll then like start my day, my cleaning, my getting ready. I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm then traveling to wherever I'm going that day. Again, I'm listening to an audiobook. Or if I'm not, I'm reading on the train if I'm on the train. And then before bed, again, more reading time. And I think also I used to be a like huge TV film person. I'm not that much anymore. I'm trying to get back into it. Like before, you couldn't ask me about anything on Netflix without me saying, sorry, already watched it. Now I have no idea what's on that. You know what I mean? So I will take that time up by reading. So yeah, when I have like free time, I'm reading basically. And I'm reading stories that I love. So yeah.
And can I ask, like, are you reading multiple different books at a time?
I do like 2 books at a time max, like one physical book, one audio book. If I'm doing like a buddy read or a read for a book club, there might be a 3rd book, but I like to try keep it at 2 because otherwise I get confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many books did you read last year? Because you still read a lot. Earlier we asked Elodie this, and she went, "Oh, hardly any,
Just 56.
a lot."
That's a lot.
Yeah, 56. I'm aiming for 75 this year.
Oh my goodness.
I'm aiming.
I feel like you've got a similar goal. What's your goal this year?
You see, my goal was actually 55, and then the filter gave me 80, and I was like, oh, I love a challenge.
You can do 80. She's also always reading.
Oh, really?
I don't know about 80 though. Do you know what I mean? Like 80.
When I reach 100,
Wow.
Like, no one talks to me.
nobody contacts me again unless you're asking for my autograph.
Reasonable.
When I reach 3 digits, oh my gosh.
You're going to perpetually sick of me.
I'm going to change my bio to professional reader.
My goal is to reach 2 digits, so
And you will.
You will.
It's going to happen this
Podcast
year.
alone.
yeah,
That'll do it.
Yeah, you will. You
Dreams
will.
can come true.
But I try to read a lot in the mornings when I'm on my way to work because I have a long commute. It's about an hour 20-ish.
Perfect.
And it is just one train to get to work.
Oh, that's nice. That's actually
yeah.
nice.
So I spend a lot of my time when it comes to reading while I'm traveling to and from work, but also when I'm cleaning as well, or if I'm cooking or something, I will listen to my audiobook as well, getting ready. So I try to read 2 at a time.
Okay.
I'm starting to find fantasy just a little bit not hevier, but it requires so much from me. So I start reading 3 at a time. I'll read a fantasy. I might read like a short romance book, and then I'll listen to something on audiobook.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say that you were now reading 3 fantasy books at a time. My face.
It's really tiring. So
One at a time, or one of them will naturally just have to give. I can't do more than 1 fantasy book at a time.
got a whole world in there.
Honestly, and you have to remember all of that.
Yeah, all the
You gotta learn
locations
maps.
and names, like how people are connected.
Exactly.
Directions.
It's a lot. Flipping back to the map every 2 seconds.
Exactly.
Elodie, keep that for a second because I also wanted to ask you about the Winter Book Festival.
Oh.
Yeah, so in December, Elodie ran an amazing event.
So much fun.
A fantastic event where she basically created this hub for book creators called the Winter Book Festival. It was beautifully themed. It was gorgeous inside. She had a panel of authors talking. She had biscuit decorating, candle painting. There was a bookseller there. There was a book raffle. There were themed nails. There was so much food. How
Food.
I just again not to beef the event
Jazz on the food again.
I need book events to start doing food, guys. I'm starving.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
Yeah.
I come off to work. That was like the one requirement of my book launch. I was like, there needs to be food.
Yeah.
And it was like a thing because I remember a couple of my author friends walking in, and like we go to a lot of these launches. They walked in and I heard them in the distance go, food! I'm not having an after work event without food. I'm sorry. It just can't happen.
Yeah.
Because there will always be drink as well.
Yeah.
It's true.
But never food.
Yeah,
Just
when you're
alcohol
spending
and vibes.
hours in one place,
Yeah.
Need a little nibble.
it's
At least
important. Exactly. And from like experience of going to events and stuff, when the event is done, now people will start saying, okay, are we going to get something to eat?
Yeah.
I want to be full enough that I can just go
I want
home.
to go home after.
Because the event is 6 to 8 on a Tuesday.
I've got
And then
one
suddenly I'm 8 to 10 eating on the Tuesday. What time am I getting
Eight
home?
is even generous. Sometimes it'll be like 6 to like 9 or 9:30.
Yeah.
I've had no dinner.
Yes.
Insane.
And then I have to go eat.
Yeah.
I'm getting home. I still have to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I'm just a girl.
Honestly.
Anyway, tell us about your event, the planning process, the inspo behind it, because it started with the summer picnic. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh.
It did start with that. It did. So I would say one of the most important things to me about being in this space is the people in it. I will always prefer that over getting free books, which is why I'm always outside. Always outside. It doesn't matter what season it is, I'm outside. So I just wanted to bring a couple of friends together in summer for a picnic. And I think there was about 25 of us maybe that were there. It was a bit stressful planning for it because I've never organized something with such a large group of people, but also not everybody knew each other there. So I also had that additional worry of, is everybody going to get along? I tried to be very intentional with people that I did invite, that I know that there wouldn't be any issues. So it was fun. I got together with my older sister. She is a baker.
Oh.
Shout out Bendris Bakes.
Say it one more time.
Bendris Bakes. She baked lots of cupcakes and brownies for the day, and then her partner also helped me with gift bags. So he gave me some money to just put together all these gift bags for everybody that was there. What did I purchase? Just the table, guys. That was it. But we did like a book swap and everything. It was really, really nice. And then that set the tone for me to be like, okay, I want to do it a bit bigger because there were lots of people who I had invited to the picnic that couldn't make it. And I didn't want it to be like, okay, well, when's the next time we can ever come together in this space? Because when you do go to these publishing events, you might see a few of your friends, but it's not up to you who's there really. So there isn't a chance for all of them to come together. So I don't remember who it was. Someone was like, oh yeah, let's do this again. And I was like, yeah, sure.
Unless.
Unfortunately, yeah, that was what started it. I then went home and I was like, do I have the capacity to do something like this? And then I did. It was so much fun. It was 100% worth it. On the way there, I was literally in the car like, I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much. Imagine people don't enjoy it.
Well, people were always going to enjoy it.
Yeah, that's not
And
an option.
then it was such a nice turnout. And then I had also put an anonymous form to ask how people found it and any tips for future and things like that. And it was such a good response, even for future events, like what they would like to see, that I was like, waiting all the way until winter again is so far. So I said I'll do something in summer. Honestly, based on the ideas that people gave me, what they wanted to see, I was like, okay, I can envision this. Like, I will do it.
I can't wait.
I'll start planning after January though, because I needed time to
Oh, absolutely.
So now that time is done, January's finished.
Yeah.
And what do you think are the best ideas just floating around? Just give us the top three.
The best ideas for what I should do.
Yeah.
If I say it, somebody else will do it.
Yeah.
Somebody will
That's
beat
so
me to
funny.
it. They'll do it in spring. But I definitely have some ideas, and I'm hoping to do it bigger, like a bigger venue. Just that there's more space for people to actually mingle about, because it was seated. People could get up and like go onto the stage for like the book swap and to get food and stuff, but I want it to be big enough that people can kind of be everywhere, if that makes sense. But yeah, it was really great. It was nice to see a very diverse space. There were lots of faces, lots and lots of people who hadn't gone to book events before. This was their first time, so that was something that was important to me, for people to be seen in that space. And you know, they said they were really excited for the next one and things like that. So I just told myself, I'll do it. I'll take the burden. It will be me. I don't mind. But 100% worth it. And I feel like for as long as I have the capacity, I'll keep doing it.
That was something that was lovely to see, like just how diverse it was. I know,
It was so
especially
nice.
Marv, who wrote one of Elodie's favourite books, Firstborn of the Sun. She, as an author, she was there, and that was one of the first things she said to me about it when we were chatting about it. Like, she was like, this is so diverse. Like, just seeing this room of people, like, this is such a diverse event, and I'm not used to it.
It definitely went onto the right side of TikTok.
Yeah.
Because I initially just started opening up tickets to my friends, basically, who were at the picnic, or people that I've met before that I thought, oh, they would be nice to be there. So when I still had some left over, I was like, okay, let me open it up on Instagram. A few tickets went, but there was still quite a bit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to make a TikTok video. I didn't want to have to do that because I cannot guarantee
can't
who
control
will
it.
get a ticket. I
Yeah.
don't know these people. So then when everyone was arriving, it was such a nice surprise. So I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. There's some really, really great people that turned up. So I don't think I'll have to put it out again.
Really?
I don't think so.
I think if you're getting a big venue, also, girl, you need to start making a profit on these. Yeah. They're good events.
Oh, when I say like
They're great events.
there was no profit made.
I know.
There was no profit
You
made.
are doing this out of the kindness of your heart, and that's lovely. But it's a good, it stands its own. You need to make a profit on it.
Well, yeah.
If I like were to do that, I would need
Sponsors.
like, yeah, basically.
This is our shout out. The Winter Book Festival was amazing. We'll be getting in touch anyway. But if you are a brand that would like to sponsor some of it, please let us know, because you could be at the start of something amazing.
You could
Just
be
putting it
right
out there.
now.
You don't know, because a couple hundred from my own pocket went into that, and tickets were still about £30 per person.
know.
But it was just everything. Like the venue was expensive, even the PA system, and then to get decorations, to do the food, do the prizes. Everything was racking up. But I was just telling myself, money comes and goes.
Yeah.
Spoken like a person that's now working full time. Money comes and goes. It will be all right. But yeah, because I set up a wait list as well afterwards in case anybody dropped out, and that went to almost 100 people who had signed up. So I was even like, yeah, would I need to do another one? I
need
could
a
just
bigger
email
venue.
them all again and say, oh yeah, a much bigger venue, because it's summer. I wanted to kind of split it between indoors and outdoors. So like people can do mingling like
about this.
outdoors, and then they can do like the activities on the inside. So I'm gonna have to start venue shopping
Exciting.
very, very soon.
On the topic of diversity in general, how do you find that in the Booktok space? Because I feel like I feel like there are two very different sides of Booktok, and the side I'm on, which is the side that features both of you lovely ladies, is a very different side to when I just look up Booktok in general.
Yes. And that was the side I was on when I first started. And then it wasn't working for me. It wasn't. So I had to be really intentional with who am I following in the first place, that these videos keep ending up on my FYP that just don't really, I don't know, align with what I'm interested in reading about, or even the authors that I'm interested in. So I had to do like a mass unfollowing and removal, and then kind of start from the beginning. That's around the same time that I started archiving my memes. Start from the beginning, and then that's how I started finding people that I was like, oh, I feel like you're a lot more, I guess, in tune with what I like to see, and I guess where we stand on certain things. But yeah, when you search Booktok, it's very different to what is on my Booktok. And I feel like that also trickles into publishing.
Absolutely.
That's we need another episode for this, guys.
Yes.
And events as well, which I also feel was one of the reasons why I just felt like I should just do it myself. Because while I do love going to these events and I do appreciate it, it's really disheartening when I might look around the room and there's about 3 people that look like me in a space of maybe 60 people or something. And it's not great. So 2026, maybe we can do a bit better with that. But that's how I find it personally.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything you just said. The book world in general has some work to do when it comes to diversity. I think it definitely is what you make it though, and what side of it you are on. Similar to Elodie, I've managed my For You page.
Oh, same.
So it is just very Black, it is very queer, it is very diverse. And yeah, I think there's a lot of work to be done when it comes to that. I think similar to Elodie, when it comes to the events, it was a big surprise to me when I'd go to these events, like initially, and I was like one of 2 Black people in the room. And I think, trying to be politically correct. No, I think it's really just on the publishers to do a bit more work when when it comes to who they're inviting to these events and such. Like I said, one thing that I like to do is if I'm being invited to something that's for a specific community, I like to be like, actually, have you reached out to these people instead? Like, for example, last year I got invited to, what was it called? The Muslim Romance Festival. I think that's what it was called. And I was like, love to go. I love reading a book that is about Muslims and such. But also, I'm not Muslim. Have you reached out to other Muslim creators? Because I've got a bunch of them for you. So I sent like a bunch of names and I said, please reach out to these people as well. Similarly, I got invited to go to, I think it was like the Wimbledon Book Festival, and they were doing something specifically around the South Asian community. And again, love to be there. Read a lot of amazing South Asian books, but have you reached out to these South Asian people? And it's not that they're not out there, but I just think
people don't know them.
Publishers,
Publishers don't know them.
just lazy. Sorry, like I think they're honestly just lazy, because even when it comes to the events, it's like the same people over and over again, and like it's like there's more than just this one gay person, or there's more than just this one Black person, or there's more than just this one Asian person. So
like even you saying you getting invited to like the Muslim Romance Festival and the South Asian Festival, it's like they saw person of colour. And they said, we've done our job.
POC.
So I think, it just requires more work, and then also more work from the community as well. Like I said, I think a lot more people could be doing a lot more work when it comes to being like, actually, this opportunity isn't for me. Reach out to these people instead. But I think a lot of people don't do that.
No, it's great to hear that you're doing that kind of thing.
Sorry, can I also even add
go.
And with the whole thing about the same faces as well, sometimes it doesn't feel authentic then when I get invites, because I'm like, I then go and I am one of how many Black people in the room. And if you even want to get technical about it, I'm mixed race. So if you minus me out of the equation, then there's one actual fully Black person in this room. And I will never forget that I went to an event earlier in 2025, and that was what opened my eyes, because I was the only Black girl in the room. The only one, guys. And I just thought, wow, I see a publisher. That's when I had to remind myself that these are just people at the end of the day. I saw the publisher and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be like a big thing, let me go. And it was so disappointing. I left early and I was so upset about it. I couldn't believe it. But because of that, sometimes I do think, are you just inviting me because you see my face everywhere? Do you actually like care when you're making this list and you're putting me down? Because then I go, and again, there's like nobody else.
So just like which POCs were at the last event.
Yeah. Honestly, that's what it feels like. It's not great. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done on that front.
I think it's probably just a case of like, it's just so easy to be like, who are the top people that we see, and then like, all right, we've got the diversity list and we're done. And it's like, what if you were intentional every time you organize an event?
I do get it to some extent, because social media really can become an echo chamber, especially with how like personalized algorithms are getting. Like, for example, my book talk is a lot of the same people, and it's definitely, I was going to say on the diverse side, it's not on the diverse side, it's diverse.
It's like, the diverse side. It's
the diverse side. To the point where when I see something in like a magazine or in a bookshop that's like, oh, TikTok viral books, I wouldn't have heard of any of them. And I'm like, but I'm always on TikTok. How do I not know these? And I'm always on BookTok. Like, how do I not know these? And it's because my side of BookTok is not that side of BookTok. So I get how it happens. But then I feel like if you're on a side that doesn't really feature marginalized creators, doesn't look at people of color, doesn't look at queer people, it's your responsibility to go out of your way and try and find those people and like diversify things for yourself. And that's what I don't think we're seeing enough of.
Agree.
So this year, what would you two like to see kind of happen for you with your platforms, your spaces?
What would I like to see? Okay, I have a personal goal for myself. It doesn't have to be this year, but just eventually. I feel like it would be so nice to say that I've reached 10k followers.
Ooh.
That I feel like
you could do it.
Definitely.
Can I?
You're on like 6k, no?
Speaking of takes now, you're going to be at 10k by the end of December. Probably by midsummer, to be honest.
If I am, guys, I'm throwing a party.
I think you should. I think more people should.
That's a personal goal, but also I think sticking on the whole like events thing, just to do more of them, just to curate spaces where I guess everybody who wants to come knows that there's space for them to come. So, for example, your quiz that you did on Friday night, I love going to things like that. I love just, especially when you are working full time. Sorry, I'm talking like I've been working full time my whole life. But by the end of the week, I'm so tired. My week is long. I'm drained or whatever. But going to things like this really boosts me. It gives me energy again. I don't have to wait until the weekend for it. So just trying to also do more things like that, I think is something that I want to do this year, and do more book reviews. Guys, I don't know if you've seen on my page, but I do not be doing book reviews anymore. I need to, because I always have thoughts after.
You need to review all 56 of those books.
I don't have it. I've kept it to like yes, no, or maybes. Yes, you should read this. No, you shouldn't read this. Maybe if you like this. But I do actually want to get back to doing long form, sitting down and talking about the books I've read, which I'm planning to do
YouTube
after today.
video coming soon.
No, not when I say long form, I mean on TikTok it's like if you do a 4-minute video. That's
Honestly, TikTok, anything over a minute is long form.
Even 10 seconds, people are not staying for that long. You have to have the most captivating in big font text about what you're talking about, or else they're just gonna scroll. But getting back to book reviews for sure.
Okay, nice.
Exciting.
For me, I guess similar goals. I already do a lot of kind of talking reviews, but I want to start writing some more reviews. I said I was supposed to do this last year, but it didn't happen at all. So I said this year I want to actually sit down like with my thoughts and like write a full-on thing, because I realised how like important like the reviews, like I don't pay them attention, but I know they're important to like the authors, like reviews on Goodreads and Amazon and stuff like that.
Absolutely,
And I never do that. I just give my star rating and go about my business, make a video about it and call it a day. And also just to get back into the practice of writing, I said I wanted to do that last year. I didn't do it, so I said this year we must, but it's February and I have not written a single thing yet.
January was a big month. That was like
It's the free trial I've ever experienced
that was
in my life.
Just a concept art. Now the year started. Now the year can start. Yes.
So yeah, definitely want to do more written reviews. And then as well as that, kind of sticking onto the theme of writing, I want to get back into writing. I used to write a lot when I was younger and I've been stalling. I've had like ideas upon ideas and I'm like, we just need to stick with one idea and just write and see where I go from there.
That is
So
very exciting.
definitely want to do that. And a couple of other secret little things that I want to work on this year.
What's
Next year.
yours?
On the topic of writing, so Elodie, I know you write. No, don't get scared. We just came back from a writer's retreat. Elodie, you write.
Why was that a jump scare?
You said who?
Because what are you about to ask me right
No, I just wanted to. Now that I know Char writes as well, just in general, like,
Oh.
how do you find being both like kind of an active reader in terms of like genuinely out here in a reader's space and being a writer work together?
That's actually a good question. I feel more confident with content than being in writing spaces or talking about, because I'm in such early stages. So content, yeah, because I've been doing it for almost 2 years now, I feel fine like in any space, I guess, talking about content, doing content. I've always got my tripod in my bag to do videos at events and stuff. But when it comes to writing, as you guys have just seen, I often shy away from talking about it. I think I just need to reach that stage where, I don't know, I'm like 75% of the way done and I feel like I can talk about it more, because I just have such a fear that, imagine I just abandon this.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
what
you
you
talk
do.
about it and never do it.
Yeah, like imagine I'm like, yeah, I'm writing this book, it's about XYZ. Somebody asked me like 6 months down the line, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore.
But also the fact, I think, and I'm like terrible for it because like I am in the space and I'm a perfectionist. I feel like people do not give themselves enough credit for what it takes to even just sit down and start writing a book.
Oh, it's so
Like
hard.
to get 75% of the way through, that's a
book.
A ridiculous amount of words. When you think about it, like the most you write in uni is usually a dissertation at like 10,000 words. 10,000 words of a book is nothing.
Yeah.
So to be like, oh, I want to get at least 75%, that's a lot of words.
So many words.
If anything, sticking on to that then, I feel like that has honestly given me like a newfound respect for authors. I obviously already respect and love authors because I'm a reader, but seeing behind the scenes, like on the writers retreat or when we go on our writers date, our writers dates plural, I'm just a bit like, wow, guys, this is a lot. You guys are really working. And even when you talk about everything that even goes into it, like the marketing side of it and just everything that comes with being authors, it's a lot. I'm not over there yet, but
You will be.
it's a lot. Arguably, I would even say potentially harder than content creating, because you have to do that too.
Yeah.
You have to
It's
do
rough,
that
yeah.
to get your book out there.
Yeah.
And then there's just so much with it. You then have to do your interviews as well. It's a lot. So I'm enjoying writing because I'm not an author. But that would be a whole nother thing, I think.
What about you, Char? I know you're only just getting into it, but where do you think it all sits together?
I think it sits perfectly with it all. Because I think you can get a lot of inspiration from the books you read. I think what made me really be like, okay, no, I basically had this epiphany like a couple of days ago where I was like, no, February, we're actually going to start writing. We're going to start writing. And it was from a book that I read recently. It's Jessica George's new book. What's it called? I forgot what it's called. So sorry. But I finished reading it and I loved it. And it's basically about a writer and what goes into writing her second book, essentially, as well as friendships and stuff. And it just really inspired me to the point where I was like, you've been saying you're going to do this for the last couple of years and get back into it, and you haven't. And that, just finishing that book just sparked it in me where I was like, we're doing this.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it like really goes hand in hand. I think you can really be inspired by the books that you read. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so Booktok creators exist across all of the platforms. Well, book creators in general do. So, Shag, Marry, Kill, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube.
Switch it up a little bit.
I think marry TikTok, shag Instagram, kill YouTube. But that's only because I'm a YouTube hater.
What?
I in general. I just don't watch YouTube anymore. Like, I used to be a big time YouTube watcher. I used to love YouTube so much. It was my favourite place on earth. Like, back in the days, the old school beauty creators, I was standing every single one of them, the Patricia Brights, the Jackie Lightners, loved them down. Like, that era, loved. And then I just stopped and I haven't gone back, and now it just seems like a scary place. So I genuinely have not put on YouTube other than to watch music videos for like years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So sorry, is this fuck, marry, kill in general or like with specific reference to Booktok creation?
Just follow They're on socials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel it in your heart.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Sorry, YouTubers.
Reasonable.
Live your truth.
I'm gonna have to say the same. I don't watch YouTube.
I mean, fair.
So we all hate long form content. I see.
I'm honestly trying to remember. Yeah, when's the last time? I don't know anything about YouTubers. I don't use YouTube, and with Instagram, I'm gonna have to say Shag for that, because a lot of content that I see on Instagram now has just come from TikTok.
Yeah, so much of it.
It's just the same thing, and I can live without Instagram. You know, I can go on there for a little bit, come off, but TikTok is what my true love.
Because when you have the friends that are Instagram people that don't have TikTok,
actually retired from Instagram at this point.
They'll be sending you reels
offline.
like it's fresh hot information.
Yeah, I saw that 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
Wow.
That actually came from TikTok.
Guys, have you actually considered that sometimes life is good in the slow lane? You know, sometimes it's nice to just really slowly, let the zeitgeist move past you. You know, it's actually really nice.
Actually, even on that, I reposted one of my TikTok videos on Instagram, and it was, put a finger down.
Yes.
And my sister's partner responded to my story. He was like, "Why is your hand up? Excuse me." You don't know put a finger down. He doesn't have TikTok. I was so I said,
"What?
Put a finger down." He said, "I don't know what you're talking about right now."
Oh,
wow.
I can't imagine that. So marry TikTok for sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Crystal, I'm not curious about your answers.
I'd probably kill Instagram.
Yeah, you're not a big Instagram person.
TikTok and YouTube is hard.
See?
What about you, Eni?
I'll just let her finish. You got this.
Do I? Okay, so let's see. I do enjoy TikTok nowadays, but if I go back to my roots, I'll probably marry YouTube, fuck TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me personally, I'm gonna have to go with kill Instagram.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna kill TikTok.
No, I'll shag TikTok. And then I'll have an emotional affair with YouTube. But I think I'm marrying Twitter. I'm marrying Twitter.
But you're married to Twitter like 4 years ago.
No, guys, it's actually really funny again. It's actually really funny again.
I haven't seen it.
I'm on my Twitter timeline kikiing, having the time of my life on that app.
I'm sorry, you would marry current Twitter.
I hate to say it,
Elon's Twitter.
I would marry current
So Elon's going to be your
Twitter.
daddy-in-law. That's what you want.
Sometimes the love of your life has bad family members, and you can't control that, guys. But currently, Twitter's funny as hell. I'm out here learning Portuguese, and I know it's a ploy to make you use Grok to translate the tweets, but it's so funny. It's so funny, guys.
Wow.
It's not my fault that Hispanic Twitter is the funniest place on earth. I can't do anything about that.
No, how did you get to Hispanic Twitter in the
I
first
don't
place?
know. I don't know.
So what's X's algorithm?
I wish I could tell you, but they managed to make it fun again. They managed to make it fun again.
Fine.
So yeah,
I will never be back on
me
that
and my
app, but
close personal
enjoy.
babe, Twitter on our international vacations. But of course, there's always my best friend, YouTube. That's just my best friend that I'm getting a vasectomy for, though. We just a friend, though. Yeah, but obviously TikTok is
great. I'm just thinking if I had to delete the apps, YouTube would probably stay.
Yeah.
TikTok I really enjoy, but then also it's more of a time suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the only issue I have with TikTok is that
It is
unfortunately
fun.
I have no self-control.
Well, obviously now I don't have an option because of podcast, but yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was off of
locked
all
out my personal
socials.
account.
Blaming the podcast.
I was off of all the
Oh
socials.
no!
so
I turned around. I said, if we're doing socials, we're doing it properly.
Yeah.
Here's our social schedule. Get to know.
Yeah.
And they have, and I really respect
got
and
to
appreciate that. Thank you guys.
It's been real,
It's
real
been
serious
fun. It's been
business.
fun. I actually do enjoy TikTok. It's
Yeah, I know you guys have
It
really
was just
been
like, you
on
know,
it
when you
all
wake
the
up and you start scrolling and then
Yeah.
half the day's gone. Wow.
And then it's the
insane.
last thing you look up before you
Yeah.
I have so many screen time things. Every 10 minutes, it's like, you should stop using this app.
Oh yeah, your screen time gel is.
I've got
so
multiple
funny.
screen time gels. I got one that's like, you've hit your limit for the day. One that's like, that's 10 minutes too many. And then once you close the app, you have to reopen the app and do a breathing exercise.
Yeah,
And
she
still-
has so
Yeah.
many. You had one for a while that you had to do like riddles or puzzles or
Yeah.
I really
something
liked that one.
before you entered any social media app.
And it was very effective, guys. Screen
So
time
where
was
did it
on
go?
3 minutes.
So where did it go?
No, it's still there. I just do the exercises.
It's just part of your life now.
Yeah. Just go. And then I'm on my Twitter again. Yeah.
Wow.
Deep breath so I can prepare to be on Elon's Twitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot believe you would marry Elon's
I
Twitter.
don't know what to tell you.
She added a fourth option that was not involved. She loves it that
I
much.
didn't even put Twitter in there because it's dead.
It's so fun, guys. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Also, I know the reason you got back into Twitter. Would you like to?
Because of heated rivalry.
Of course it was. Of course it was heated rivalry.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious on there, guys.
Right.
How did I come home from seeing you? I came home in the dead of the night and I see 4 heated rivalry tweets in a row, all from you in the space of 5 minutes.
There's a lot going on, guys.
Still need to watch that.
You must hurry. You
I'll
must
get them.
hurry.
I will get
I
them.
will.
I'm like 3 episodes. Episode 3 is not gripping me, but we'll get back.
You just have to get through that one.
Yeah.
And then it gets really good again. Look, episode 3 is good. It's just.
I'll get back to it. Have you guys watched Heated Rivalry?
I haven't. It's still on my list.
I'm going to. I am going to.
Yeah.
I literally subscribed to Now TV. Not for Heated Rivalry. It was for Game of Thrones. But Heated Rivalry was a
Game of Thrones
plus.
on there as well.
Yes.
Okay, now I have more leverage.
Listen, you can use my Now TV account. I'll send you the passwords. Okay.
I'm still working on something. I'm passionate about it, but now that he knows that Game of Thrones.
Oh, nice.
Because he's been trying to get me to watch that for time, and then I stopped because
It's so worth it.
an illegal
You never
website in my
saw
life. But if I did,
No.
Oh my
No.
good guys.
I'm never going to watch it. I'm so sorry.
No, you have to. You have to.
I tried to watch
must.
the first episode like 5 times.
Forget it.
I
Forget
feel
about
it's
that
really
one.
not.
Forget
It's
about that
not,
one.
it's not your vibe.
No,
I'm not gonna lie,
it's not my
your
vibe at all. You don't know. I don't understand why anyone's trying to leave me astray.
And then someone just dies in front of you now.
No.
Yeah, it's really gruesome.
Everyone you like dying.
brutal
Everyone is
death.
naked.
And the
Everybody's naked all the
incest
time.
and the crime
Incest, crime,
and the incest
murder.
again is a really good story.
Slavery.
Once you get past the slavery, the incest is a
Yeah.
good story.
Right, okay. Sure.
One day, maybe. What do you think is your most unhinged reading habit? We were talking about this a bit before. We'll get to Char in a second.
Oh yeah.
Elodie.
Yeah, I think mine's going to be short because I don't know. My most unhinged reading habit.
You read 3 books at a time.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
is
not even the most.
unhinged.
I think at one point I was reading like 6.
Now, why would you do that?
Oh,
This is no longer a safe space. No.
I'm just seeing myself out. I don't know. Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's my fault. I promised lots of people buddy reads.
Oh, yeah,
and
that
they always come knocking for the buddy reads. So I can't keep putting it off. So I think at one point I was reading like 6 books at the same time. And some of the friends that I do buddy reads with, it's one of those ones like we have dedicated chapters every day to be hitting.
Damn.
That was a really stressful time of my life. So, now I don't take it past 3. But yeah, reading multiple books at once.
fair.
So far.
I personally do not think this is unhinged.
It's so
I think
unhinged.
I think this is perfectly normal and
There's not a
more
single
people
hinge
should
involved.
do this. I listen to my audiobooks on times 2 as a standard.
As a standard.
That's
That's
standard.
That's minimum.
Yeah.
That's where it starts.
It goes above.
Yeah, it can go above, but times 2 is just standard. I think it's like a normal speed. It's like how I'm talking. Times 2 is how I'm talking right now.
No.
It is. No,
This is
guys.
1.1 times 2.
Yeah, literally.
You're
at
doing
most.
times 2.
Yeah, I don't think that's unhinged. I think more people should do it. I think it gets a bit unhinged once we go like above 2.5.
Why is that an option? Is what I need to understand.
People, I know people that do
Who's actually
3.5.
Who are these people?
I know people, and that's outrageous.
These people, because they need to go to the Guinness
Times
World
2 is
Record.
normal.
That's
Times 2 is
No,
normal.
that doesn't justify times 2.
No,
Just
no.
because
I
someone
think
is
it
more
does.
unhinged than you.
Yeah.
Do we not all listen to our watch our TikToks on times 2?
I don't.
I actually don't.
Some of
Okay.
them.
And our voice notes times 2?
Yes,
I'll do
Some
my
of them,
1.5.
definitely. I will turn it up as high as I can
Understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
1.5
As high as my brain is registering.
But Elodie
yeah.
played us some of a book on times 2 earlier today. And it was
I
scary.
understood every part of it.
Hieroglyphics.
Couldn't tell you a single word that was said.
I think also another unhinged thing I do, which again I don't think is unhinged, is I start another book immediately after.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no, I do that.
That's normal.
No, because I'm like,
someone told me it's unhinged. And I'm
No.
Why?
Because I actually have to, even if I'm going to read 2 pages, I'll finish a book in the dead of the night.
I need to know what
and
I'm
I'm
reading
like,
next.
oh, I can't just be without a book. So I need to start like something.
Yeah.
And I'll even just read the first page.
Yeah.
But like, I just need to know that I'm locked into my next thing.
100%.
No,
Okay,
that's not
glad it's
unhinged.
not me.
You're fine.
That's reasonable.
Okay, before we move on to a little game.
Wait. What's everyone else's unhinged book habits?
I
the name and shame hour.
have any.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's not that unhinged. Like it's frowned upon. But like, I will dog ear a book. I don't care.
Oh yeah, I do that.
reasonable.
I do that.
I would say that's as unhinged as my reading.
I don't
habits.
do it, but it's not unhinged.
Yeah. I didn't do it.
I'll support. I can see you two judging me.
In that. No.
My crimes are worse.
The one that I would judge you for is the spine cracking intentionally. That's too much.
I don't intentionally crack spines.
But when you
Oh no, I don't intentionally crack spines.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
who
you.
would do that.
That's a bit. It makes it easier to read. I'll allow you that.
Lots of books
But
open.
This might be worse. It's not even for reading. I have 4 allocated books that I've cracked their spines because I use them as a background when I take.
You did defile the books, but because
They are battered.
Yeah.
At the bottom of my bookshelf. I sacrifice
Reasonable.
those for
sacrifices
pretty-
do need to be made.
pretty Instagram pictures.
What about you, Eni?
Yeah. What is your unhinged reading?
No, I'm scared.
My many crimes. Sometimes I'll dog ear a page, but I wouldn't just dog ear it. I'll like do a full diagonal.
Okay,
cut.
why
enough.
would you
Oh, like when they go to
That's
airplane.
enough.
Even.
Wrap it up,
It's
wrap it
nice
up.
and even. Edge to edge. It's really pleasant.
Right.
Right. One time I just folded the page in half with it.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I just said, fuck this. And then the whole page
scared.
is full. It's nice.
Bring your
Oh
mic
my
closer.
gosh.
I often don't finish books. I'll stop reading mid-sentence and be like, I'm done with that. I don't even look at the end. I don't even try and find out what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's very
Oh,
easy.
no.
One day. Yeah. Sometimes I'll be reading a book and I'll just swap to another book. I'll just go to another book.
Fair
Just
enough.
like, all right, pause. Yeah.
That was not too bad. I do that sometimes, but I will do it more in a work capacity. Like I'll
Yeah.
suddenly have a book I need to blurb. That I'll be like, okay, well, time to put my fun book down. Not that the books I blurb are fun. They are. But it's like my reading for fun books
Yeah.
and my reading for work books.
I do that like, if I'm reading a non-fiction, like because I can't do a non-fiction alone, so I'll be swapping between that and my fiction.
Yeah.
That's very fun. What are you reading right now?
Ooh.
Would you like to tell our audience about it?
Ooh.
I am reading the last book of the fantasy series The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. And I'm also listening to Real by Kennedy Ryan.
Okay, I am reading The Seven Daughters of Dupree by Nikisha Williams. And then I'm listening to, I'm also reading Goon by Jack Aldray as well from the Dalgas series. Very addictive series, would recommend. But just forget about the rest of your TBR once you start.
Amazing. Okay, are you ready for a quick little game?
Oh, okay.
I might ask Chris if you can donate your microphone for this
yes.
so that they can both play at the same time. So we are going to play a quick game of quick fire book recs. Considering that you guys,
Oh, glad I'm not involved.
so you guys are book influencers. Half of that job is influencing people to read books. So now you're going to do it under pressure.
Okay.
So I am just going to read like a vibe and you are going to recommend a book to me as quickly as possible.
Okay.
There actually aren't that many. I think we've only got like 9, 10 here.
9, 10. Okay.
Oh gosh.
You've got
I
this.
can't remember the last
Don't
10 books
think-
I read.
Don't think, just do it. Just do it. What comes to your mind? Okay, you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Give me a book that makes you smile.
Between Friends and Lovers by I forgot her name.
Shirley Baby.
Yes.
Is that cheating if I say the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, book that makes you smile.
This is quick fire, Elodie.
Okay, I don't want to say this, okay, but I'm gonna say it. Kapun Bachikoje. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that book makes me smile.
Okay, a book for a non-reader to get them into reading.
Legend Born by Tracy Dion.
Ooh.
If they're looking for fantasy.
Yeah.
I'd say anything by Frida McFadden. I know we all hate her, but I love her and I don't care. I stand Frida McFadden.
A book for someone having a bad day.
I'm gonna say For Such a Time as This. I really enjoyed that. That really brightened my week when I was reading that.
Okay.
Oh, I was going to second that, but that feels like copying.
It's a great book.
I think this is really hard for me because I don't read happy books. 9 times out of 10, the books I read are very tragic. So I'm trying to think of a happy book and it's not coming to me. So sorry.
It's okay. Okay, opposite side, book to make you cry.
Oh,
Reformatory.
Fast by Millie Belizaire.
Ooh,
Oh, tears, real tears.
A book for when you're feeling a little spicy.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Real by Kennedy Ryan. In fact, any of her books.
I'd go anything by Jack L.J. as well. The spicy scenes are really, really great.
A book for the fantasy lovers.
First One of the Sun by Marvelous Wayne.
I've never been on anything with Elodie where she hasn't recommended that book.
Oh, I'm gonna go Legend Born for Tracy Dion. Yeah.
A non-fiction book.
Cut myself out that one.
I love a memoir. I'm gonna recommend what one? My Name Is Why by Lem Sisse. Great memoir, very underrated one. Would recommend.
Okay. A book that made you gasp.
Oh, a book that made me gasp.
Oh. I think probably Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. There was one scene in there and I said, oh.
This is kind of cheating because I haven't finished it, but The Burning God by R.F. Kuang, just because it's such a step higher than The Dragon Republic.
Okay.
They've taken it up a notch.
Ooh.
A lot.
Okay. And then finally, a book everyone must read.
Can't say first word.
Let's think.
Quarter Life Crisis by Jasmine Burke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for one that I always go for, which is Best Things by Chukwuebuka Ibe. My favourite read of last year. Absolutely love that book. Will recommend it over and over and over and over again until the wheels fall off and he writes something new.
Okay, amazing. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
That is all we have time for today. But would you like to let our audience know where they can find you online? Char, you start.
Yes, so I'm on Instagram and TikTok as Char's Cozy Corner. That's cozy with an S and Char with an S on the end as well.
We are British.
Yes, because we're British.
I'm on TikTok and Instagram as well at Elodiesreads. ELODIE.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, let me take it from the top. ELODIES reads with an S too.
Okay, very cute. And is there anything else that you would like to plug to our audience while you're here?
No, not yet, but follow me and watch the space.
Ooh.
Yeah, also not yet.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, but things are coming. That sounds like a threat.
Stay tuned.
Okay, thank you. And we are Baby Got Books Pod on TikTok and Instagram.
Yeah.
If you liked this episode, don't forget to tell a friend, tell an enemy, and leave us a rating on your favourite podcast platform. Now we're here for everyone. Tell your friends.
Yeah, that sounds like that's going to turn from enemies to lovers.
Yeah. We love it.
Exactly.
We will be back next Thursday. I'm trying to think of how we do this thing out. with
Prayers.
4 mics.
Sorrows.
Okay, give one back to Crystal. So essentially,
They say get the vocals ready.
yes, you guys are just gonna have to both go into this mic. So essentially, what we do a little harmonized by. Don't think about it too hard. We don't. We're not natural born harmonizers.
Not even slightly.
We're just gonna go one by one, and then we're gonna call you in.
Yeah. Oh god.
There'll be a little point.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Okay. Until next time. Annie, would you like to start us off?
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Perfect.